You know that feeling, right? Your brain is buzzing with 1,000 open tabs, the to-do list stretches to infinity, and you just feel, oh well, flat, disconnected. What if the answer wasn't another app or another meeting or just endless scrolling, but something far more ancient, intuitive, something maybe as simple as a breath of fresh air or just the sight of a green leaf? Today, we're taking a deep dive into the profound, scientifically backed ways that nature, both outside and, interestingly, brought inside your home, can dramatically boost your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. You've shared some incredible insights and research, and we're going to unpack exactly what the science says about, reconnecting with the natural world. Our mission is really to give you that shortcut to being truly well-informed, maybe with some surprising facts, and hopefully just enough humor to keep you hooked. So, okay, let's unpack this. Many of us instinctively feel better in nature. We feel calmer, more at peace. But is it just a nice sensation, or is there a deeper reason, a fundamental sort of drive behind why we seek out green spaces?
Oh, it's absolutely more than just a pleasant feeling, definitely. Yeah. What's really fascinating here is the concept of biophilia.
Biophilia, okay.
Yeah, it literally means love of life. It describes our intrinsic desire, this deep-seated need to connect with all forms of life and living systems. The biologist Edward O. Wilson, he really developed this biophilia hypothesis, suggesting this affinity is deeply rooted in our evolutionary history.
Our evolution? How so?
Well, think about it. For millennia, humans evolved in really close relationship with nature. Those bonds profoundly shaped our psychology, our emotional well-being. It's why looking at a vast mountain range or listening to, say, ocean waves can evoke such profound awe or peace. Your brain is quite literally wired for it.
Wow.
It's not just a preference, it's a fundamental part of being human.
So if we're kind of hardwired for this connection, what happens when it gets frayed? Especially now, with so many of us living in cities, often feeling cut off. Are there measurable, science-backed benefits when we actively try to reconnect?
That's the critical question, isn't it? And the research. It's remarkably clear, right across the board. When you step into nature, even just briefly, measurable changes start happening in your body, in your mind.
Okay, what kind of changes?
Well, first, think about the mental health boost. It's huge. Studies repeatedly show that engaging with nature can significantly reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. We're talking tangible impacts here.
Really? Tangible?
Oh, yeah. Even just, say, 10 minutes sitting or walking in a natural setting can create a noticeable positive shift in your mental state. For a significant reduction in cortisol, that's your body's main stress hormone, around 20 minutes in nature seems to be the sweet spot.
20 minutes, okay.
Yeah, and one study even found that getting 2 or more hours per week in natural environments led to substantially lower levels of anxiety and depression. It's a powerful antidote, really, to modern stress.
So it's not just a fleeting good feeling, it's actually changing our brain chemistry, reducing those stress markers.
Exactly.
But what about positive feelings? Does it actively make us happier?
It absolutely does. Beyond just reducing the negative stuff, nature contact demonstrably increases happiness. It fosters a stronger sense of well-being. It even promotes positive social interactions. It helps you feel calmer, less irritable, improves self-regulation, impulse control, and fosters a sense of meaning and purpose in life. It's almost like a reset button for your emotional state.
That's incredible. And it extends to our brains too, right? Our ability to think, focus, be creative.
Yes, absolutely. The cognitive benefits are profound. Think about it. Our attention is a limited resource.
Definitely feels limited some days.
Right. It gets fatigued so quickly in our screen-heavy world.
Yeah.
Nature helps restore attention, that ability to concentrate. It's even been shown to reduce symptoms of ADHD.
Really?
Yeah. For anyone feeling burnt out or just overloaded with information, nature allows your mind to reset. It fosters something called soft fascination.
Soft fascination.
Yeah. It's where your attention is gently drawn to natural stimuli, like rustling leaves or flowing water. It lets your brain wander and make new connections. One study found that just 4 days immersed in nature improved problem-solving skills by a remarkable 50%.
50%? Wow.
I know, right? And it doesn't stop there. Time in nature can also restore mental abilities like short-term memory, even processing 3D images better, and things like regular gardening. They're linked to improved cognitive functions in older adults, potentially delaying or alleviating dementia symptoms.
That's fascinating how it literally makes us, sharper and more focused just by being present in it. And it's not just our brains, there are physical perks too, aren't there? Things we might overlook.
Exactly. Take gardening, for instance. It's a fantastic workout for the body.
I wouldn't have thought of it as a workout, but yeah.
It improves motor skills, hand-eye coordination, provides low-impact cardiovascular benefits, and of course you get that vital vitamin D boost from the sun, which is crucial.
Right. Vitamin D.
And even just exercising outdoors. It can reduce anxiety more effectively than hitting an indoor gym. You get a better mental and physical return on your effort, really.
So it's this holistic health boost, mind and body working together. What about our connection to others? To the wider world? Does nature play a role there too?
It definitely does. That's another compelling aspect, how nature impacts our social and emotional well-being. It tends to increase things like generosity, cooperation, our sense of social connection.
Interesting.
Natural beauty often leads to more pro-social behaviors, like empathy. It helps us feel more connected to other people, to the world around us. And for children, the evidence is particularly encouraging. Unstructured outdoor play increases creativity, improves mood, reduces ADHD symptoms,
That makes sense.
leading to better emotional resilience and actually a lower risk of adult mental health disorders down the line. It truly fosters a sense of belonging to the wider world. That's vital for mental health.
It's so clear these aren't just vague good feelings. These are genuine, measurable improvements across the board. Makes us smarter, calmer, more generous, more connected. It really makes you wonder how we've drifted so far from something so fundamentally beneficial.
It's a powerful realization, isn't it? And it brings us to the next logical step.
Yeah.
Okay, how can you harness these powerful benefits in your daily life? It's not just about, grand wilderness expeditions, although those are wonderful.
Right.
The good news is nature's healing power is accessible in many forms, even in the middle of a city.
And before we dive into the how-to, maybe we should touch on something important. Access. Access to nature isn't always equal, is it?
That's a crucial point, absolutely. For instance, people with disabilities often face significant barriers, transportation limitations, maybe a lack of clear information on accessible trails or facilities.
Right.
And the research clearly documents these physical and mental health benefits of nature for everyone. So advocating for and frankly demanding clear information about accessibility, as well as the physical accommodations themselves, is crucial. The main reasons people enjoy outdoor spaces, fresh air, wildlife, peacefulness, time with loved ones, those are universal.
Absolutely.
And these benefits should be available to all, regardless of ability or location. It really is about collective well-being.
That's a really vital point to make. Okay, so for those of us looking to integrate more nature, what are some practical strategies? We often hear about therapy, but what about horticultural therapy? What does that actually involve?
Horticultural therapy. It's this fascinating intersection of gardening and well-being. It's basically a therapeutic method that uses plants and gardening activities, the whole process, to promote mental, physical, and emotional health.
So combining gardening with therapy goals.
Exactly. Imagine the kind of age-old joys of gardening mixed with the science of therapy. It's very grounding. It's about setting specific goals, maybe for physical rehab, maybe improving memory, or just finding calm. And each task, from sowing seeds to pruning, becomes a tangible step toward those goals. It gives this really unique sense of accomplishment and purpose. You're nurturing life.
That sounds really rewarding. What about something simpler, like just taking a walk? Can that be therapeutic? How do we make it more intentional, more mindful?
Oh, definitely. You can absolutely transform a simple walk into a mindful practice. It doesn't take much. First, maybe choose a natural environment that speaks to you. It could be a park, a pond, even just a street with some trees.
Okay.
Find a place to rest, even just standing still for a moment. Take 5 slow, cleansing breaths. Feel your connection to the earth beneath your feet. Then, for maybe 10 minutes, just open your senses. Let your eyes, ears, nose, your sense of touch just absorb the world around you.
Just notice things.
You notice the stillness, the quiet, the subtle movements. Then observe the energy's present movement, stillness, growth, rest. Notice how these might reflect something within you. Meet them with non-judgment. You could even carry a small notebook, maybe journal or sketch. Use prompts like, here in the natural world I feel, or if this tree could speak, it might say, it's really about being fully present.
I like that. But what if you live in a really dense city? Or you just can't always get outside? We spend so much time indoors. Can we still tap into nature's healing power from inside?
That's a very common challenge. And that's exactly where biophilic design comes in.
Biophilic design. We mentioned biophilia earlier.
Right. So this is the application. It's about consciously integrating natural elements into our built environments, our homes, offices, schools, to enhance well-being. And it goes way beyond just, sticking a plant in the corner. It's about aesthetics, yes, but much more. Think of it this way. Biophilic design tries to bring the essence of nature indoors. Through physical elements like plants, wood, stone, through the sensory experience. Varied light, natural shapes, maybe even sounds like water, and by fostering a deeper connection to a specific place.
So like using natural materials, natural light.
Exactly. Lots of potted plants, sure, but also natural materials like wood and stone. Maybe even small indoor water features like little fountains. Designers are also using natural shapes and forms, botanical motifs, spirals, arches, curves, things that subconsciously connect us to nature. And then there's the really clever use of light in space. Maximizing natural daylight, definitely, but also creating varied lighting. Think shadows, diffuse light, kind of mimicking sunlight filtering through a forest.
That's such an ingenious application. It's like designers are intentionally making spaces feel like nature even when you're inside. Any amazing real-world examples that really showcase this? Maybe on a bigger scale?
Oh, there's some fantastic ones. Think about Apple Park in California. They have something like 9,000 trees on campus, huge wildlife spaces. It creates this incredibly lush, inviting environment for employees, plus tons of natural light inside.
Right, I've seen pictures. It looks very green.
It is. Or Bosco Vertical, the vertical forest in Milan. 2 residential towers, literally covered in about 20,000 trees and shrubs. It brings a forest right into the city skyline. It's stunning.
Wow.
And the jewel at Singapore's Changi Airport, it integrates this massive indoor waterfall and vast plant life right into a commercial space. It creates this truly serene experience, connecting people and nature in a really bustling urban hub. These are powerful examples of what's possible.
Those are incredible. But okay, for you listening right now, what are some easy, actionable things you can do? Things to bring more green indoors without needing a, biophilic architect on speed dial.
Great question. Beyond those big projects, you can definitely start small. Simply adding plants or fresh flowers makes a difference. Even low maintenance options like preserved moss art, it requires no watering, no sunlight.
Moss art. Okay.
Yeah, even that can lower cortisol levels by about 21% and improve mood by around 34%, according to some studies.
This is impressive for moss.
It is. You can also listen to nature sounds, ocean waves, bird song, rainfall, either real, if you have window open, or through apps and recordings.
Yeah.
Decorate with nature. Use paintings or photographs of landscapes, gardens, and natural scenes. If you really can't get outside, even watching a high-quality nature video on YouTube can still offer some benefits. And maybe the simplest one, maximize natural light. Open those curtains. Let the sun shine in.
It's truly fascinating how bringing nature indoors doesn't just improve mood and cut stress, but it also boosts cognitive performance by 15% studies suggest, and creativity by 50% in workspaces. And it encourages people to linger longer in spaces with natural elements, which is a huge plus for, say, retail or public areas.
Definitely creates a more inviting atmosphere.
So this deep dive has really highlighted just how vital nature is for us. But how much time do we actually need? How much nature exposure do we need to feel these benefits? Is it an all or nothing deal?
That's the great news, really. A little goes a long way. But yes, more is generally better. Just 1 to 10 minutes of exposure can start to boost attention, reduce feelings of stress, improve your mood. It kicks in fast.
1 minute. Okay, that's doable.
Yeah. For significantly reducing those stress hormones like cortisol, remember that 20 minutes at a time seems ideal.
Right, the 20-minute mark.
And for overall good health and well-being, the research really points towards aiming for at least 120 minutes a week. 2 hours total spread out.
2 hours a week. Okay.
The key is making it a consistent habit. Whether it's a daily walk, some gardening, or just those mindful moments near a window or with your indoor plants. Every minute truly counts.
What an enlightening deep dive. Seriously, the healing power of nature. We've seen that our connection, this biophilia, it isn't just some quaint idea. It's backed by solid science, demonstrating these profound benefits for your mental, cognitive, physical health, lowering stress, boosting creativity, enhancing mood, fostering belonging. Nature is truly a powerful, accessible, and often pretty low-cost therapy.
It really is.
It's like a fundamental operating system upgrade for our entire being, just waiting for us.
That's a good way to put it. And whether you're actively gardening, mindfully walking through a park, or thoughtfully designing your indoor space with natural elements, every single interaction counts. The impact is real, it's measurable, and frankly, it's essential for navigating our modern, often really overstimulating lives.
So knowing that even these small doses of nature can restore your mind and body, the final question for you listening is, how can you intentionally weave more moments of green into the fabric of your everyday life, starting today? What tiny shift can you make right now to invite more of nature's healing power into your world? We really hope this deep dive has given you plenty to think about and maybe inspired you to step outside or perhaps bring a little piece of the outside in. Thank you so much for joining us on this exploration, and we look forward to our next deep dive together.